I don't know how I feel about that one. Right, let's get into this match reaction. How's everybody doing? Post Derby, very boring Derby, nil-nil. I guess it's always better than a defeat. Don't get me wrong, it's always better than a defeat. In such a game, you avoid mockings, you avoid everything. Points are shared and all of that. But it wasn't a good derby. When we have to win, we never win. When we have to capitalize and get 3 points, we never get 3 points. And that's worrying. We'll get into this today. Look, I think none of the two sides deserve to win this. I think this game had to end 0-0. I mean it could be. I think Lazio were better in the first half, but we were better in the second half. We were very good in the first 15 minutes. High intensity, high pressure, disallowed goal. After those 15 minutes, I was like, right, we're going to win this. We're playing so well. We need this win. And then it all faded off. Then it all went out of the window. That good momentum all went out of the window. Because after those initial 50 minutes, we did absolutely nothing. And, same discussion with them. Same discussion on their side. They hit that post. After they hit that post, they did absolutely anything. It wasn't a good game to watch. It wasn't a good derby. In fact, I'd actually argue it was one of the most boring derbies I've seen in my lifetime. That was. And yeah, look, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because we needed to win this game, and I won't change my opinion on this even after seeing the result. A draw is useless. A draw is absolutely useless. Don't get me wrong, we are 3 points from top four. Everything is open and all of that, but a draw is useless. Let's face it, a draw is absolutely useless. It's useless for us, it's useless for them. And when a draw is useless for both the two teams, then it normally ends as a draw because both teams don't want to lose. They know that losing a derby could be harmful to their momentum, and both teams agree to a draw and both get 1 point. But it's just the same discussion again and again and again and again. How do we win a game if we don't shoot? If we don't shoot, it's always the same discussion that I'm here making after these big games. We don't shoot. How do we win if we don't shoot? It's always the same. How can we play without attacking? Don't tell me we attacked today. Don't even try to tell me we attacked today, because apart from that Cristante uh, disallowed goal, we didn't attack. We didn't shoot. Providel didn't touch the ball. We refused to shoot. I agree. We refused to shoot, and that's wrong, because how do you win games if you don't shoot? It's like x plus y equals 0. How do you, it makes no sense to me. It's always the same game plan which we get wrong in these games. Because look, we're good defensively, but if we don't play well in attack, it's useless to be good in defense. And I mean, because again, yeah, you defend well, you avoid conceding goals, you keep a clean sheet. But if you don't score, it's a draw. And I've said it in the match preview, a draw is useless today. We had to win for various different reasons. We had to win because Napoli and Milan lost points. We had to win because we were coming from one of the most horrible games this team has ever played last Thursday. We needed a reaction. And I have to be honest with you, I didn't see the reaction. A team which lost, brutally lost, 3 days ago in the Czech Republic, I was expecting a better reaction today. And I have to be honest with you, I did not see this reaction. Because if that was the reaction, then I'm sorry, but that's sad. That's delusional. We thought there are a few players which always ghost big games. And let's be real, Lukaku ghosted. Not today. Against Inter, he was ghosted. Against Lazio today, he was ghosted. Dybala, same discussion. He ghosts big games. And other players as well. You have to ask yourself a few questions if the best attitude out of that starting 11 came from a 22 years old. Not even a 22-year-old, a 20 years old. It cannot be possible. It can't be possible that the best attitude wise, the best player in that starting 11 was a 20 years old. Bove. It means that the others didn't play well attitude wise, and it's always the same. Um, yeah, it's the big play. We've got players who ghost big games. And look, Lukaku is incredible. The reason why we are 3 points from top four is because of Lukaku this season. Hadn't we had Lukaku, I don't know where we would be right now. But he doesn't play well in good games. I don't know if it's the pressure, I don't know if it's the poor service, and to be honest, I don't blame him because he gets zero service in these games. But he gives no impact to these games. Same with Dybala. You know, Dybala's great. Dybala's he's got an incredible touch. But how many times in the space of 2 years has he resolved a big game? And that's what a world-class player does. He resolves big games. So I'm not saying Dybala isn't world-class. Dybala is an extremely good player. But there's a difference between an extremely good player and a world-class player. And the difference is that world-class players try to solve you games in big games. Dybala today, what did he do? What did he do? What did he do? Absolutely nothing. It's just that. It's that. Because again, we could go on here and say that was a good game, but that wasn't a good game. And if you think that was a good game, then your standards are low. Oh boy, your standards are low. That wasn't a good game. Do we all realise what a derby is? Do we all realise what playing a Rome derby means? And yet I'm gonna repeat it again. The only player which I looked today, and I could tell that he was the only one who wanted something from this massive rivalry game, was 20 years old Edoardo Bove, and that's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. You know, all I've seen today was back passes. Ndika got the ball back. Spinazzola had a few good accelerations. Overall, got the ball always back. The reality is, in these big games, and I mean Inter, Milan, Lazio, Juventus, Napoli, this team hasn't got a clue on how to win them. And that's the only justifiable option for these terrible games, unexistent games that this team doesn't play. In these big games, this team and these players and these tactics don't know what to do and don't know how you could possibly win this game. Again, I'm not trying to hate here. A draw is a draw. We haven't lost this game. I will sign on a piece of paper to draw every game, every derby, rather than lose every derby. But when we have the chance that we have to win, we never win. And you see, that is always where the jump into top four will never happen. Because if Napoli and Milan lose points, we've got the chance and we don't capitalise the chance, then in the next game, Milan and Napoli will win again. And that gap will... We never close in. We never close in into that gap. That's my point. Moving on to individual performances. To be honest, Rui Patricio played well today. He did an incredible save. Rui Patricio. Defense kept a clean sheet. But overall, Ndika, in my opinion, was the worst today. Not because he didn't defend well. Lazio didn't create much. But because Ndika always goes back. Always. I mean, there are a few certainties in life. Death, taxes, and Ndika passing the ball backwards. Ndika always passes that ball backwards. Mancini way too aggressive. And that's who he is. That's why he lives these derbies for. But he is way too aggressive. And look, he is way too aggressive in a sense that our game changed when we got that early yellow card. And by the way, you cannot give a yellow card after 15 minutes in a derby. You can't. I'm sorry, but you can't. The derby is the most aggressive game of the season, and the referee gives a yellow card every 15 minutes. Oh, come on, kiss my ass. That yellow card was inexistent, but it influences the game. And Mancini's too aggressive. Same with Paredes. Paredes is way too aggressive. And most of the tackles today, he never got the ball. And another problem with Paredes is that he's extremely slow. He's extremely slow. The only thing which saves Paredes is his good touch. And you can tell that Rui Patricio tries to avoid kicking the ball long and always wants to build from the back because he's got Paredes. But other than a good touch, Paredes, again, he's too slow. He's too slow. Spinazzola didn't play bad. He attacked, but again, he never puts good crosses. On the other side, Karsdorp, in my opinion, didn't play bad. Karsdorp, in fact, had the biggest chances to win us the game. So he didn't play bad today. I think I'd actually argue that Karsdorp was man of the match today on our side. Karsdorp and Bove for me. And Rui Patricio. Cristante also played well. Cristante gives you that security which Paredes doesn't give you. And then up front, ghosts. Dybala ghost. Lukaku ghost. Renato Sanchez got subbed in, ghost. Azmoun got subbed in. The last 5 minutes. Renato Sanchez and Azmoun did get subbed in the last 5 minutes. You can't really say anything to them. But yeah, that's the way I see it. Again, I'm not pissed. I mean, I am a bit pissed. I'm not pissed. A draw is understandable in a Lazio Roma game, in a derby. A draw is understandable, but it's always the way we play these games, which I've had enough. We don't play these games. We just don't turn up in these big games, and this needs to stop because we need to start getting some wins in these big. I'm not saying this team needs to win every big game. That's not what I'm saying because I know it won't happen. But we have to try and win some big games. Otherwise, bye-bye. I mean, again, Lazio didn't do much either. I'm pretty sure Lazio fans are going to say the same exact thing, but reflected on their side. They didn't do much. The second half, Lazio did nothing. The second half, Rui Patricio didn't even touch the ball. Yeah, look, I agree. I don't think it's a bad result. I agree. It's not a bad result. It's a draw. At the end of the day, it's a derby. We haven't lost. We haven't lost. Tomorrow I can wake up well knowing that Lazio fans can't talk shit about me because they didn't win. So again, it's always good not to lose these games. But when we have our chance, when you have our chance, when we have to win, we never win, and it's the way we play these games which I don't like. Stop talking nonsense, Simon. Talking nonsense. Did you like that game? Answer that question. Honest, yes or no in the chat. Did you like that game? Answer that question, yes or no. Did you like that game? Did we play well in that game? If you say yes, your standards are low. That's not my problem. That's yours. What? Again, can we please stop? Oh well, Roma drawing that in the derby is justifiable because Empoli beat Napoli. What fucking comparison is that? What? It's like comparing the athleticism of an 18-year-old and an 88-year-old. Oh well, this game is okay because Empoli beat Napoli. What fucking discussion is that? Just because Empoli beat Napoli, we had to win today. It makes no sense. Sometimes these arguments that people make. Oh well, Empoli beat Napoli. That's fine. We can draw today. Let's continue having this weak mentality. Let's continue going. Oh yeah, Empoli beat Napoli. Oh yeah, Lecce drew against Milan yesterday. Oh, it's fine if I draw. Let's keep on having this weak mentality, and let's see where this weak mentality will bring us. Let's see where it will bring us. Let's see if it will have and it will give us an evolution. Because Empoli beat Napoli, this is a justifiable result. Oh, piss off. Go piss off. I knew they wanted to keep the draw when pretty much all of our subs were defensive ones. I do not like Sanchez at all, not the right attitude. Yeah, not. I mean, he got subbed in the last 5 minutes. You can't really say much. Dybala refused to shoot many times. Yeah, Dybala didn't play well today. I think that we played quite well, actually. We need that quality jump and start winning the games we need to. I don't think we played that well again. Need to shoot. Look at Di Marco today. Shot from 50 yards. I do highly doubt it, but the players could just be sick and tired playing the way they're told to. Maybe that's why they looked so dead. It's not that. It's not that. It's just what I see is. I said it before. What I see is a team which doesn't know how to win these games. That's what I see. And then there's people that any time I don't like a game say I'm Mourinho out. How does it work? So we draw today, and I need to say we played well. The mentality of some fans, you just switch it up. Just switch it up. Let's all say we played a great game today. Let's all say we played a great game today, so we can get under those blankets going to bed with a happy mood. Let's all say we played a great game, incredible tactics, dominated the derby. We were so unlucky not to win. Let's say that. I'm gonna start saying this and stop being real, because again, I am losing it because the mentality of some fans is atrocious. And the mentality of these fans is the ruins of this football club. I'm sorry, it just is. It just is. It's insane. It's insane. It's actually insane. Right, I'm gonna go. Yeah, smash a like, subscribe, 0-0. Let's all say it was a great game, great derby. Good night, everybody. What a great game. Yes, 0-0 draw. I'm gonna celebrate that. What a result.